Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Just sitting here with my dad mug, just reflecting this morning on some things, and wanted to share with you some insights that I've gained over time, reading various books, going through lots of experiences. And really, today, I just want to talk a little bit about self-awareness. And to put things in context, self-awareness to me is the most fundamental, most critical part for any human that is seeking to live a life of health and happiness and achievement. And the way that we've kind of constructed it within that context is if you think about a ball, and in the absolute core of the ball is your self-awareness, is you. Is where you came from, your parents, your influences, who you are, who you think you are. And then from there, your self-awareness affects your self-management then, right? So your self-management is how you manage your emotions, how you deal with adversity, how you manage your energy and your time and all those things. It's a mental health at the end of the day. And then that affects our social awareness, where we are in the world with other people, and recognizing what is outside of us, what is outside of our brain. And then the kind of the final piece to that, really, which is kind of on the surface the most fundamental, what we found is social management. How well are you? How connected are you to others? How well do you manage your relationships and interact with other people? Because we know at the end of the day, and we've seen this in research a lot, is people that are healthiest and happiest in life have the strongest connection to others. So what we've kind of found is like that one super critical skill set out there is how well do you connect with others. So social management, and that applies to business, personal life, everything else, right? So if we bring that all back in, self-awareness is the foundation to all of this, because if you're not aware, if you're not in touch with who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, all these other things, that is going to manifest in either poor or strong connections with others, right? And poor or strong awareness of others and yourself. So if our self-awareness is out of whack, all those other aspects, or self-management or social awareness or social management, are going to be out of whack as well. And this is stuff that I've seen anecdotally over and over again as a person myself. I've seen in research, and certainly when I'm coaching other people, it is it's hidden a lot of the time, the self-awareness aspect. Sometimes you've got to dig really deep. And it's hard to bring that out of people sometimes, but I just want to share something with you today that really helped me. Now, there's a concept called shadow beliefs, and I don't know if he came up with it or not, but there's an author by the name of Kevin Cashman who wrote a book, Leadership from the Inside Out, or Leadership from Within, that talks about shadow beliefs, and he gets into specifics and gives a lot of examples on how what we may perceive as our strengths, which are some of our strengths, can also cast a shadow in a way that manifests itself as a weakness. And that's not like a foreign concept for a lot of us, right? We say some of our strengths can be weaknesses, but I think that we don't dig deep enough sometimes to really try and bring that out and understand that. And because once we do, the level of self-awareness, it can be really like a major breakthrough for people when it comes to achievement and connecting with others. And I'll give you an example for me, because this was something that happened to me years ago that I recognized that this one thing disproportionately helped me in how I managed other people. And I'm still working on it, quite frankly, because what I found is that it's an inherent, it's really part of who I am. And so I have to be very conscious of it, especially when I'm interacting with other people. So here it is. One of the things that can probably be, that I would consider to be one of my strengths, or one of the things that drives me in life, it really drives me in life, is I just want to help people. I just want to see people healthy and happy and flourish. That's my joyful purpose in life. What I found though is that it casts a shadow. There's a shadow belief that lies within there as well, because within that drives me. But at the end of the day, it also stops me from having difficult conversations with people. It stops me from managing people in a way, or stopping them from doing things that are poor behavior or poor habits or whatever it may be. So sometimes I have difficulty being really, really hard on somebody when they need to be harder. And obviously there's tact that needs to be done when doing that. But I have difficulty having hard conversations with people. And I don't want to say disciplining them, but in general, I don't want to make people unhappy, right? So in those conversations that have to be had sometimes, I tend to shy away from causing any issues or conflict or whatever it is. Because at the end, I just want that person to be happy. Now, how I've reconciled that and how I've worked that is I say to myself, well, ultimately, if I understand I want to help this person become a better at their job, or more self-aware or something else like that, I can then recognize I can approach the situation in a more empathetic, compassionate way. So it doesn't feel like I'm being hard on them. I'm saying, I'm trying to help them from a personal development standpoint as well. And I frame those conversations that way now. And it's led to much greater connection for me and my employees and teammates and other people in my life, is when I'm able to express myself and explain where I'm coming from and put everything in that light. And so I really encourage all of you to try and go through this practice and really sit and reflect and take the time to think about who you are, what makes up you, your influences, all these things. What drives you? What are you consider to be some of your strengths? And really be super critical and mindful of how can those strengths also present themselves as weaknesses in various capacities. So it's a great exercise. If you ever want to read the book, the guy's name is Kevin Cashman, Leadership from the Inside Out, I believe, or Leadership from Within. I apologize, I can't remember the exact title. But Kevin Cashman's his name. Excellent, excellent book, and really life-changing stuff that's within there. So I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see some of you in person soon, or over Zoom, which is part of our new life, But be well, and talk soon.